Attention, attention, may I have all your eyes and ears?
Considering the type of technology that our world is now accustomed to using in everyday life, I do believe that the written word will slowly be replaced as the most typical source for news and entertainment. Technology easily has the ability to replace old-fashioned ways of obtaining information because it's faster and more efficient. Newspapers have already seen the impact that this new media has had on their industry, and they are struggling to keep up.
The dark days are over. The dark days are done.
The media advancement of today's society has brought a lot of concern for industries such as American journalism. With the internet giving access to so much news, there is a lot of competition to keep up. The competition has led to a lot of downsizing for papers. The decrease in the industry is obviously because of the large number of people who use the internet for their news. Many are hopeful that these new forms of media will continue to inform Americans. Old sources of information have now been forced to create new ways to portray their news to be able to keep up. Google, the search engine, is where everything starts. While it's not original in its purpose, Google is clearly the most well-known search engine. Google can get you to anywhere you want on the internet. Its ability to link the whole internet is what makes it so appealing. If you have any topic that you want to know more about, all you do is type in a few words in the search box and hundreds of links to different websites will show up. Google is a big part of why electronic media is more preferred than the written word because it makes looking up information for entertainment, school, or work fast, simple, and thorough.
Kane is in the building, nigga.
Already the show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they will see the sun? Just remember when you come to the show, it goes on.
Users can use the site for both entertainment and news. It's the best way to discover what's new in the world. By following their favorite celebrities and athletes, or even their close friends, the site is entertaining. The site can be used to access news by following people such as CNN BRK, which posts tweets on breaking news with a short description, followed by a link to a longer, more informative article. This type of website is beneficial and more appealing than the written word or a typical newspaper because the audience can see news reports being posted as they happen and then choose to view ones which interest them. People no longer need to go out and buy a newspaper, rather they can sit at home on their computer and get news as it happens. Electronic news doesn't have to be limited to computers. Now magazines such as Time are creating apps to allow people to download their latest issues and read them straight from their phone or iPod or iPad.
You probably won't, you think you're cooler than me.
These apps aren't limited to people who simply value the world news. Entertainment magazines such as Nylon have also started to create downloadable magazines for their audience to enjoy on an electronic device. Apps such as these are just a small way of proving how much greater influence electronic media has on the world's audience today.
One original thing. Oh baby, I need an original thing. Something unusual to give me some wings.
Not only are magazines and newspapers going electronic, but now books are too. With devices such as the Amazon Kindle, the Sony Reader, and Barnes & Noble's Nook, audiences can now access a large library of books from a handheld device where they can both purchase and read them. Each has different features, but all serve the same purpose: access to any book from anywhere. The convenience of the device is extraordinary and can easily be favored to a typical novel. The positives clearly outweigh the negatives, and it is important to even consider the environmentally friendly aspect that they offer, because not using paper could be a major advancement, which goes for any electronic media. While Facebook is not the first social networking site, it has surely become one of the more favored ones. It's an internet phenomenon and is used by millions of people all over the world. Facebook is an electronic media that transforms the written word because anything you want to share with people is possible via videos, wall posts, inboxes, pictures, etc. What Facebook offers that written word can't do as easily is the ability to share with the world. While Facebook is a main source of entertainment for teens and even adults to keep in touch with family and friends, it is also widely used for networking. Stores, musicians, TV shows, restaurants, all these kinds of things can be liked and therefore send out messages to their fans and let them keep up with what's going on. Shows can announce premieres and bands can show tour dates, while stores and restaurants can post deals and new openings. This convenience of having everything you like on one website is what makes it easy for users.
Hey, it's Fred!
Maybe the last chance I get to be famous.
YouTube seriously created a new type of media. With YouTube, audiences can watch the music video of any artist or an uploaded live performance filmed by a fan. YouTube users post interviews with stars, clips from TV shows, sports games, trailers of new movies, anything you can imagine. YouTube's contribution to electronic media is that a New York audience now doesn't have to read about a concert in LA, but they can watch it from their computer at home. The same goes for sport games. Reading about last night's game is fine, but YouTube allows you to see the biggest replays from the game at any time.
I'm one of the survivors of Oceanic Flight 815.
It's a party in the USA. Yeah! Mocha? Don't let me!
Despicable Me.
YouTube has also become the breeding ground for stars. People have been able to use YouTube to showcase their talents, or lack of, and get noticed. For some, it has allowed them to become very successful, or at least get their 15 minutes of fame.
It's nice to meet ya, I'm Bo-Yo. I'm the greatest rapper ever, and whether you think I'm clever or not.
If it says tree on it, that means it's decorations. It needs to come down. Turn it on. All right, look at the tree.
I was like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 no. I'm like, baby, 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 oh, but you always be mine.
Electronic media has a huge impact on our society. Older generations may not have had the ability to learn how to use it to their advantage, but for generations which have grown up with the internet, it proves to be much more prevalent in their lives. Electronic media allows people to gain access to a variety of news and is a much faster tool when searching for sources for work or school. There are just so many conveniences with it that it makes sense for it to become more preferred. The written word will probably never completely disappear, but has become less and less preferred by people today.